Wednesday morning, 13 orders going out, and a little bit on how I pack my books. Will that cover it for today? Excellent, let's get into it. Oh, by the way, my name's Ian and I sell books on eBay. Right, first two actually came in after I'd done the video yesterday, but before my postage cut off, so they've been picked, packed and posted out. But I'll stick a couple of screenshots up so you can see what they were and looked like. Anyway, the first one was The Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher, a first edition hardcover, and it sold for £9.99, so that was quite a nice way to start the day. And the second one was Vietnam, an Epic Tragedy, 1945 to 1975. It's a hardcover by Max Hastings, up there somewhere, and it sold for £7.90, so a couple of nice wee sales to get the day started. So another 10ish sales to go through. It's actually another 11 sales, but 2 of them went to the one buyer, so it's actually only another 10 to go through. But let's have a look at another couple or 3, and then maybe do a wee bit on how to package books, etc. Alright, first up is a little single vintage paperback, C.S. Lewis, The Silver Chair. Nice condition, better condition than I normally find these in. Not something that sells fast or for a lot of money, but I've got them piled up and they do go. So this was a 1974 edition, so it's been published a few times since its original publication in 1953, but 21 years later, this hardcover, this paperback version has come out and it's sold for £5.98. Next, we've got a little bundle. Bundle's obviously my preference because it makes it a much quicker process, and it's 3 Diana Gabaldon. Diana Gabaldon, I'm never sure how to pronounce that. Anyway, it's Outlander, the TV programme. So, yes, book 1, book 2, and I don't know which book that is, but it's another one in the series. So 3 Diana Gabaldon books, and they went for £9.99. Right, next time let's have another look at one more. In fact, we'll do 2 more because I've got a couple of singles, and then we'll have a look at some packaging stuff. The Wombles to the rescue, Elizabeth Beresford. I didn't even know these were books until I found a bundle of them in the shop a good few weeks ago. Picked them all up, again, really good condition. Listed them as very good, but to be honest, they are like new. They've never been read, there's absolutely no doubt about that. And that sold for £6.84. Obviously, all of these prices include any postage that has been paid. And the last single book for now is The Secret Garden. So, a nice wee Bath Treasury of Children's Classics. Lovely edition. Really nice. Even got nice green edging on it. This is nicely new and unused. Sometimes you find these books and they've got scribbles and names on them, but this one's completely clean and was published in 2019. So, yeah, that's a nice wee book. And that sold for £9.99. So, lots of sales round about the £10 mark today, which is quite good. That's what I'm happy with. Anyway, let's take a quick look at how I would package up these single books. Right. Not my natural position for doing this, but as I'm trying to show you what I'm doing, it's just a wee bit different for today. But the first thing to do is make sure that you've got your work area prepared, because you don't want to be running back and forth constantly doing things. You want to have everything in the right place and ready to go. So I have my roll of bubble wrap, and I use a chair to unravel a piece onto that I can then sit the book on, like so. The pile's a bit unsteady, just screw that up. But also to hand, I've got tape, I've got my scissors, a pen, scales, in bags, so everything is within easy reach. I don't have to be jumping about all over the place. I've got everything that I need. The books that I'm packing stacked up just beside in the order I want to pack them in. So that's the first thing. If you've prepared and you've got your system worked out, then it can be very, very quick to do this. So we've got a single paperback to do. Let's see just how long it takes. Onto the bubble wrap. Cut off a strip. Square it up. Fold it, fold it, fold it. Nicely together. A little bit of tape. A little bit of tape. A little bit of tape. And then it goes into a bag. Like so. Fold it over. Squeeze out the air. Take off the sticky strip. That's it packed. But one more thing I need to do, and that is get a weight, so it gets popped onto the scales, and that weighs, so it says 168, so I always just round up, keep it even number, so 200 grams, and see where it's going, which is HS2. So I write the weight and the postcode on it, and then that goes into a pile so that when I'm going to print my labels afterwards, everything again is in order. Bang the weights in, all on one page, print the labels, and job done. So that's packing one book. Packing 3 books, so the area's still set up, everything's good to go. We'll pop that there. We'll take our Diane Gabble Dabble Dabble Dons, and it's very much the same process. Stick 3 of them on there. In fact, we'll do this slightly differently just to show you this. So if I've got like 5, 4, 6 books, I always stack them low. So we'll do the same with this because it kind of works out. So find a way that's going to make a nice brick. Fold the paper over. Fold the paper over. Fold the paper over until you're sure you've got a sufficient layer around it. Trim that off. Nice and easy, nice and quick. And then it's the same again, just a couple of bits of tape just to hold it all in place. Last bit of tape on there, so that's us got our bundled up fairly solid package, and then into a bag. So always try and fit them in bags as neatly as possible, but to get that in there is going to be a pain in the backside, so it's just going in long loads, seal it up, and that's it, ready for a weight, which is 1,700 grams, and it is going to SO19. So that is pretty much it for how you package up the books. Let's just get back to normal. So that's the simple way to package books, or what I find is quick and easy. And if you've got your work area set up so that you've got everything at hand, you can do it very, very quickly. It doesn't take a lot of time at all to get all of these done and dusted. Anyway, let's take a look at a few more orders. Alright, the next one is the kind of double order. So somebody bought one book, remember which one it was? Yes, they bought Sad Cypress by Agatha Christie, and then they went and bought another 5 Agatha Christie books. So again, this is from the lot that I picked up, all, you know, as new condition, cracking nick for all of these. We've got Third Girl, Sad Cypress, which I just showed you. What's that? Curtain, Sleeping Murders, Ordeal by Innocence, and 5 Little Pigs. So nice little bundle of 6 Agatha Christie books, and they sold for £26.96. So that's a good sale. A load of these, I'd listed them up just rather than as my usual. I just put them down £6.99 with free postage because they were as new books, just to see how they would go. They've sold with, the 5 that went together in one lot, sold with 30% off because of the bundling piece. But still a nice wee sale for that lot, 26 odd quid. Alright, next. So, if you've watched the last video or two, you'll know that I had decided to try and optimise the number of sales I can make against the amount of space I've got to store books where I can access them easily. So I've still got storage space, but it would just be a big mad random pile of stuff and nigh on impossible to quickly get through and pick out individual books as and when they sale. So I made up a few generic-ish bundles, listed them for a really cheap price. I think when I worked it all out, it's about 80p per book that I can sell things as cheaply as possible for. Once you take into account your eBay fees, etc., I can still make a small profit on those. Only able to do it this cheap because we can get books cheap. But what we have is a bundle of Clive Cussler books. So there's, I think, 4 hardcovers, sorry, and 3 paperbacks in that lot there, and that sold including postage for £14.88. So 7 books for 15 quid. That's a good deal for someone. £7.99 of that is postage because that's obviously going to be a big one. And when I've made up the bundles, I've just pre-wrapped them, ready to go. A wee scribble on the top telling me the weight, and obviously the SKU or SKU in it so that they're easy to find. And then all I need to do is chuck that in a bag or a box. In this case it'll be a box, and they're ready to go out the door. So it's quick and simple and easy. So happy that one of them's gone. I've listed, I think, 12 in total. So we'll see how it goes over the next few days. If all of them sell within a week, then I'll make up more bundles like that. If they're taking more than a week to sell, then I'm as well just listing them up and finding a way to space them on my shelving and in my bundles, because Clive Cussler, I can sell 5 Clive Cussler books for £12-13 quite easily, just having them in the normal listing. So it's really not a great deal of it's not going to take an awful lot longer to sell them like that than it will like this, but if I can move them really quickly like that, I will. Anyway, on with the next order is another bundle, and it's Michael Connolly this time. We've got one hardcover at the bottom there, City of Bones, then Bloodwork, Drunk Music, Lost Light, and The Last Coyote. So 4 paperbacks and a hardcover, and these sold for, what was it about? I just want to get a weight on them. Yeah, they sold for £13.94, and they're going to come in weight wise just under the 2 kilos, so I can still get them out for the normal £3 odd 48-hour tracked Royal Mail service. £13.94 for that one, and the next one was £6.94. Sorry, £6.84. Of course it's £6.84. It's always £6.84. One of those classics I'm always bagging on about. If you see them, pick them up, and all day long you'll have good luck, or you'll sell them occasionally. Suetonius, the 12 Caesars. So Penguins classics. When I see books like that, I just grab them. They go on the shelf. I've got a wee bookshelf down the back that's just loaded up with these, and I'm constantly emptying it down and filling it up because they just sell. So £6.84 for that one. Next we have another bundle. I think this is the second last order of the day. Ian Rankin. So crime fiction bundles, we know they sell. Black and Blue, A Question of Blood, A Song for the Dark Times, The Falls, and The Dark Remains. So all in good condition. And they sold for £12.54. So again, a nice wee £10-ish sale. And the last one, which I picked up just the other day, is this. Oh, this one's going to Jersey. I need to remember that when I'm doing the postage label, because you can't do tracked, you've just got to send it in standard. But Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. I've had this a couple of times now, and it all sells really quickly. So it's a popular book, and it's sold for £10.75 all together, which seems a bit of an odd order total. Why has it got that one? Oh yeah, because that's including the eBay tax and everything, because it's getting sent kind of overseas to Jersey. But £6.25 plus the usual £3.99 postage on that one, so £6.24. £10.24 is what I actually sold that for, but there's another 50 odd pence in there that eBay have charged them for their import export, whatever it is, tax. So yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad, the last one of the day. So you saw how long it took me to pack up 2 of those, so I've got another 8 to do, which will take me a few minutes, and then all I need to do is print off the labels, zip them to the post office, and that's me done for the day. Anyway, hope that's been helpful. Probably see you tomorrow. See ya, love ya, bye.